have moved on to phase 2, which is in the kitchen. This phase is going to show you the actual clothing items that I bring. I'm not quite sure what everybody wants to see, so I'm going to err on the side of showing you not every single piece of every item, but a good overview of what I take. I have went from packing a ton of things in which I bring most of it back home. A lot of it was unneeded, clearly. I have taken trips in which our minimalism, as we call it, our minimalism cruise, we tried to pack as minimally as we could, and I cut it really close with the items that I brought with me. So I've kind of reached a happy medium in what I bring now. And like I said before, typically we're taking a 7-day cruise. So this one was a little bit different. I had to add a few little clothing items just to stretch out that trip a little bit. So on this trip, it is, like I said, it's a 10-day cruise, but the last day is debarkation day. So I need basically 9 outfits for the cruise and 1 outfit to bring home. So I purchased on Amazon this one particular style of t-shirt that I absolutely love. It is comfortable. It's not wrinkle free, but it's wrinkle friendly, I'll put it that way. And as with everything that most ADHDers do, once you find something that you like that doesn't itch, tickle, bother, ruffle up or whatever, you buy every color they have. So I have a gray one, a black one, I'll call a plum one. Yeah, you noticing a pattern? A navy blue one. So there's 4 of those. I have also packed kind of a more decorative type shirt, I guess you can say. This will just couple with just a pair of khaki shorts. Nice and thin, breezy, comfortable. Packed this little t-shirt, more of a little decorative t-shirt. Again, very comfortable. Nothing crazy, nothing too dressy. Just something that I'd wear around here to go to the grocery store, to date night, to just hanging around the house. This little tank top's kind of cute. I'm bringing that. So let's see, that's 7, I got to look at my list here. 7 shirts is what I'm bringing. And I am bringing 6 pair of shorts. These you'll also notice a lot of similarities because I found them on sale and purchased multiple colors in these. Again, just to make life easy. Because nobody's judging you on a boat. Because you'll, like I said, you'll see all kind of stuff. So just a pair of navy blue shorts, pair of khaki shorts. Don't judge, but I have 2 of the exact same pairs. I like these. A pair of gray shorts, a pair of denim shorts. I know that's so 1980s, especially with the cuff. And my husband makes fun of me every time I wear them, but I still wear them. These kind of little pair of dressier shorts. It's hard to see on the video, but they're like a blue and white pinstripe. Stretchy, which is nice when you got hips. So as you can see, my daily clothes aren't anything crazy. I mean, nothing super dressy. Some are very, very casual. And I have 6 pairs of shorts for that. I have 9 days, so you may be wondering where are my other clothes. I have 2 what I call casual type sundress. First one's navy blue. The second one is absolutely identical in style, but it's just like an olive green color. These are great. These are cute. They have pockets in them on the side, as you can see there. And I'll be honest, I have worn these as just a little simple little sundress. I have worn them as a beach cover up. You know, whatever I see that I need on board a ship, that's kind of what I do. So I've got 2 casual sundresses. And then moving right along, I have 3 of what I will call nicer sundresses. These sundresses, I know you have seen in other videos because I wear these every single cruise. I love these. They're super comfortable. They're super cute, super cruisy. And if you'll notice, a lot of my clothing is very thin just so that the packing, it does take up a whole lot of room. So this first one is just a little sundress, little cute little thing. It has pockets. Can't go without pockets. This next one is similar in style, different pattern, of course. This is my leprechaun dress. My husband has well, this video won't follow me now. My husband has a green polo shirt that matches this identically, and I tell him that whenever we wear it, we're getting ready for St. Patrick's Day. And we'll have just missed St. Patrick's Day on this cruise, so we'll still be in the spirit, but not the right holiday. This one's probably my favorite because navy blue is my absolutely favorite color. And I wish you could see the whole thing as I'm showing you these things, but I can't fit it in the frame. But anyway, navy blue little sundress, again, has pockets, very cute. As I mentioned in a previous video, I tried to condense my shoes so that I'm not bringing 15 pair of shoes. For all of those sundresses, both the casual and the dressy ones, I could wear these same pair of shoes. Typically for my dressier sundresses, I wear these. They're little Skechers, I believe, yeah. Skechers, super cute, super comfortable. I can wear them all day and they don't bother my feet. And they're neutral, so they match everything. So I don't need a separate pair of shoes for all of those. Okay, moving along. I have one outfit that I'll say is a nicer pants, not suit, but a little nicer pants outfit. This is just a little white, lacy type blouse. Nice, thin, and cool. That I wear with a pair of beach, like chino pants. They're real flowy, kind of thin. I like them. And again, that blue color, and I love pinstripe. I love pinstripes and polka dots for some reason. It's just me. And for the sake of transparency and showing you everything that I bring, I have a little camisole that I pack just to go under that white shirt because you kind of see through it a little bit, and I don't want to do that. Okay. Next, let's look at my list here. Beach. Bathing suits. The first thing, as I mentioned, those two dresses that I showed you earlier, they can be worn as a cover-up. I'm kind of self-conscious and I'm kind of respectful, not kind of respectful, I am respectful of other people. I don't like parading around in my bathing suit, just my bathing suit in front of people anywhere. That's a me thing. But just, excuse me, just to note, in any of the dining rooms, the buffet even, they have a requirement that with your bathing suit, you can't go in there with just bathing attire. You have to have something to cover it up. So either those two dresses, or I bought this little beach cover up on Amazon. I don't ever go to the store anymore. I wish I could get like all my groceries on Amazon because I'd do that. I bring multiple bathing suits. This is probably kind of where I get a little extra. The reason being is not for fashion. It is because my sensitivity to like clothing and textures, I cannot stand a wet bathing suit. So even though I may wear one, I'll wring it out really good, clean it when I get home or back to the room. I hang it up in the shower to kind of dry it. I can never get them completely dry overnight. So I bring multiple bathing suits so I can kind of stagger them out. Eventually I'll revisit a bathing suit, but I try to bring multiple so that I have options for dry clothing. So I bring 1, 2 bathing suits, just some basic bathing suits. Again, I'm not some fashion model. Just a little black bathing suit. The other one's a bikini. I don't love it, but I will wear it. The other 2 things are, I call these my dude bathing suits. These are 2 bathing shorts. They're both black. I like black. They're a little different style. I got them at 2 separate times, but virtually the same thing. So those 2 black shorts, as well as 2, these are just regular tank tops. They're really not bathing tank tops, but I made sure they had like that second layer, like a bra made into the inside, just, you know why. I got a gray one and a black one. And the reason why I got these is when we go to beach days, we really like to snorkel and be a little bit more active. So me with the thick thighs, sometimes I deal with the chub rub between my thighs. So it's, instead of wearing the bathing suit that's gonna have that happen probably easier, I wear the longer shorts and it just keeps me happier. So that's what those are for. So as you see, in effect, I've got 4 bathing type outfits. The next thing, socks, bras, and t-shirt bras. I bring 3 pair of socks. These are wool, and you may be thinking, why in the world wool? You're going on a Caribbean cruise. Wool is not only great for wintertime, it's great for summertime too. And these are the most cushioned, cutest, comfortablest, driest, best socks for walking. And I don't particularly like the real short, I think they're called ankle socks or no-show socks. I don't love those because even like with my tennis shoes, when we're walking a lot, and when I say a lot, I mean miles in these ports, they will sometimes still rub blisters on the back of my ankle. So these are just better because the tops of them, they're definitely not no-shows. They're more of like an ankle sock, but they're a little bit higher. And there's probably some special name for that, but it's just a little bit higher on the back so that my ankles don't get rubbed. After our last trip, we went to Puerto Rico and we walked quite a bit up to the fort, and Brandon had on his tennis shoes and just the normal socks that he wears, which are no-shows, and he got blisters on the back of both of his feet, bless his heart, but he was a trooper. So when we got home, the first thing I did was order him a set of not the pinks, but I got him some. I think they were all black or all gray, I can't remember. So this will be the first cruise that he actually gets to use those socks. It's the simple things. Bras. I done dropped one on the floor over there. I'm not going to try to get out of frame to go get it, but I wear or bring 2 regular bras. Just regular, like you're used to. I also really like t-shirt bras, tank tops, sports bra, whatever you want to call it. Just because they're comfortable, they fit nicely under my t-shirts, and I'm not well endowed at the top, so these work for me. Let me look at my list here. I have 3 socks, 2 regular bras, and 7 t-shirt bras. As far as panties, I brought 11 pair of panties. As you'll notice, some of my items, they have laundry service on board the ship, but I don't want to risk it. While I would be willing to wear a pair of shorts multiple times, or even a shirt if I had to, I ain't wearing my underclothes multiple times. So I always make sure to bring extra of those. I'm not going to show you my drawers, but I have that many pair of them. And as far as pajamas, if you're a pajama person, bring your pajamas, but we're not going to go there for me. So I didn't bring pajamas. So I forgot shoes. I've already mentioned that I will bring my dress shoes. These are for my dresses. I will wear a pair on board on embarkation day, so they don't fit in a suitcase. They're on my feet, which saves some room. Just some good walking shoes, comfortable walking shoes. I will bring a pair of comfortable casual shoes just to wear on board the ship if I don't have a lot of walking to do. I like tennis shoes when I have to do a lot of walking because they stick on my feet. Things like flip-flops, things like sandals, especially if there's no back on the back of them, they flop, and that kind of gets on my nerves if I have to do a lot of walking. So I have a pair of, like I said, comfortable long-distance walking shoes and comfortable, just casual around the ship walking shoes. The other pair of shoes that I bring are a pair of, they're Crocs, a Croc brand, and they're solid. So there's no little cracks and crevices for sand to get down in there. And when I get back on board the ship, I can just throw these in the shower and rinse them off, and they're good to go, perfectly clean, perfectly sand-free. No places for sand to hide to rub blisters on my feet the next day. So these will be the shoes that I wear for beach days. If we're just kind of lingering on the beach, hanging out on the beach. If I plan to snorkel, I will throw in a pair of regular nerdy, what do they call those, water shoes, and they're in my snorkel bag, and I'll show you those in just a minute when I show you the accoutrements to our packing. So as far as clothing goes, this is it. This is all I bring. My husband and I will fit all of this stuff in one large suitcase together, and it does fit. He has mostly packed, but he hasn't finished packing yet, so I'm not going to do a video on his stuff. If you have any questions about kind of what the guys bring or what we suggest a guy bring, message me, reach out, comment below. I'll be happy to share with whatever we have or whatever information we have. The other, one other outfit that I pack is laying over there, and I don't want to walk over there to get it to break this camera, but it is my debarkation day outfit. That is the outfit that I will put on the day we get back to port, which is Jacksonville. When we get back to Jacksonville, it's usually very, very early in the morning. You are off the boat usually by 8 o'clock, 8:30, somewhere around in there. And once we get off the boat, we get in the car and we drive home. So for Jacksonville, that's typically about 5.5 to 6 hours. I'm exhausted from the week. I do not feel like getting dressed up. And so I don't bring anything special. It's just my underclothes. I have just a generic, like a travel t-shirt from one of the ports that we went to, and a pair of leggings with pockets. So that's what I will wear to wear home, sorry. So I'm going to get all this cleaned up, and then I'm going to go get the other items that we pack. Like I said, just the random things that we bring that goes along with our clothing. I'll be right back.